question, Rich, and Max, you listen to this. So, matter of fact, it was the time I was actually doing First Take with Max and Stephen A. And we was talking about something that was associated with the Clippers at the time. And I commented and I said something, and Lou Williams, matter of fact, Lou Williams still got me blocked on social media to this day, right?
Wow.
It was something towards him, so he came and he commented, he said something towards me on social media or whatever. Anyway, fast forward, Lou will retire. Now he's in the media space.
Yeah, and he's good, by the way.
Yeah, he loves to Lou Williams, man. Coach against his son, I guess, 6. His son can play some basketball. He like 7-year-old little. You're going to hear about him in the rankings, class of 2038 or whatever the hell that is. They're going to be like, Lou Williams' son is a dude. We coached. I coached against him. I don't think he was ever on my team. He goes. My daughter, Araya, and him were like going head to head because she's the biggest one out there, boy or girl. And she had to guard 6. 6 was cooking her. She played good. She got him a little, but he was cooking her. But she could play a little D. It was just hilarious to see. So shout out to Lou Will. Let's get into this dirt.
He's good at it. Yeah.
So, but what I'm seeing from Lou Will is saying, oh, so the same stuff you was criticizing me for, you're actually doing it now. So you see in this media space that you have to be fair. You cannot straddle the fence and you cannot be pro player. If a player is playing bad, you have to call it out. If an organization sucks, you have to call them out. But if they're doing good, you have to give them their flowers. And so
let me give some respect to what Perk is saying because it's real. I think the athlete sensitivity level is still too high, even though in real life, I think the athletes are fine. But in this whole, my persona and my brand and my relationship to the media, it's too sensitive because they don't understand the dynamic of the media member. You know, me being an athlete and media member, I understand it. If you study one athlete, lock in on one athlete, Patrick Mahomes, golden boy, basically, right? I mean, what did he win? 2 championships in 3 years and 3 championships in 5 or something crazy, whatever. Insane, baby goat. But if you lock in on Patrick Mahomes in coverage, because you got to cover him because he's the top dog in sports, in football. And at one time it was like in sports, everybody's talking about Patrick Mahomes, right? Right now it's a step down or so because of the Super Bowl loss and then not making the playoff, all that stuff. We get it, but that's the point. If I'm talking about Patrick Mahomes, I'm going to talk good about him, but I'm still rocking with him. But damn, I got to talk bad about you. Look at these numbers. Not the same. Look at you. You got hurt. Look at this. Like, so the athletes get too sensitive because they be like, dog, why they dogging me? And it's like, to be real, it's because you're not the same dog. Why they dogging me? Because you're not the same dog. And that's why, y'all remember I used to give this example. Because I remember when I never heard one negative thing about me when I played. And that was like my first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year. It was to my 6th year, they could have went there, but they still didn't go there. Because they were like, all right, that's just 1 year, he'll rebound. Then the 7th year, I didn't rebound. Oh, that's when they start saying, oh, that wasn't just an anomaly. That's actually maybe a new pattern. But that's the point. You build up that equity. When you got and we're going to talk about the pass rushers, we get time. You got 2 athletes doing the same thing in production. 15 sacks over here. Let's do it because we got the Micah Parsons, Myles Garrett coming up. Micah Parsons had 15 sacks in 3 years. Myles Garrett has 15 sacks in 3 years. These are really no numbers for those guys, right? You be like, God dang, that sucked, right? Myles Garrett get that in half a year, half a season. He's like, what, 15? Anyway, 15 and 15, okay? You thinking about, you're the owner of a team. You got to pay them. They're both free agents. Which one you going to pay? You ready for this? Okay. Micah got 15 sacks, and he went 10 his first year, 5 his second year, and none his third year. 10, 5, 0. Myles went 0, 5, 10. They both got 15 sacks. They both free agents, and you looking at them both. Which one you getting? We know the answer. So it ain't just an absolute answer to this media versus athletes. Ain't no just, well, it's the same. You got to do the same thing. Keep it fair. No, because even when you say something that's fair, is it trending up? Right now, trending up, Drake May is trending up. People are giving Drake May flowers more than they are Lamar Jackson. He trending down. And you looking like, this is what y'all saying about Lamar? He was hurt last year. He balled out in that Buffalo game. He looked good in the beginning. He got hurt. Then he came back, got hurt. And a lot of negative articles. And he's sleeping in the meetings. And he late to the practices. And playing too much Sega. And that's how the game go.
I worked hard to get in this spot where people see me at 8, 9 years from now. I wasn't a fucking Hall of Famer. You know, Hall of Famers, whether they good at media or not, soon as they retire, networks roll the red carpet out for them.
Yeah.
And here you go, here go a platform, here go multi-millions. We know that you were great in basketball, so we know you're going to be great on TV. That's never the case.
No, but you had it. Like the first time you were doing broadcasting, it's like, oh, okay, this dude's going to be a star. This dude's going to, because the main thing is, Perk, you say what you think.
IDGAF. If there's one through line, one thing in common, anybody who ever got on TV and made you say, oh, okay. It's not that they don't give a damn in life. It's just when they talking, you can see they got a little oblivious to how everybody on that set was looking at them, a little oblivious to how that person they talk about going to receive it, a little oblivious to who at home watching it. Just he locked in. And you can say what you want about Perk, and I've said things about Perk's story, probably not always flattering, but Perk, he got that. He got that IDGIF. He got that gangster in him that you need. Let's listen.
It's good to have a colorful personality, and you have the phrases. That's what they like. Do the thing on SNL. They like make crazy phrases because like you have like the homespun right phrases and stuff. But the real thing people are looking for is what Charles Barkley does. Right. This is what you do. Is you have guys who will tell you the truth, and that's what people are looking for. Right. Don't give me this TV answer. Give me the answer that is real.
That's why. What I'm doing podcast, this version of it works. And a lot of people have left media, traditional TV to come to the independent space, or they still up there. But the point is, when you know it's real, you just got to rock with it. And I think that's why so many people are doing well in the independent space. They're being real, right? And real ain't just the set. I believe that hype too. Real is the set. Real is the red cup. Real is just your boys around you. Nah, real is like, dog. In independent, they don't care about none of that. They don't care about none of that. Right? You could be in a hotel room in the bathroom. I watch ESPN now. Cats in the bathroom doing their hits. I'm like, damn, nobody care about all this stuff. You can get caught up in it. I need my studio. I need my Compton to Columbia sign, which is right there. Dog, just talk the real.
It's raw.
But
we want the rawness of it all.
Yeah.
But think about it, y'all. Think about how long it took for the audience to be able to gravitate towards me. Also, to be able to show the network that, hey, I am entertaining. I do know my knowledge. Yeah, I may be a country boy from Beaumont that speak with broken English, but damn it, this ain't science or reading.
Every show I was ever on. Every show I was ever on. When they were like, okay, who do you want as a guest? I'm like, is Perk available? Every show.
Yeah.
Every show. They got is Perk around?
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, who wants to?
No, it's more interesting when it's not.
Doesn't read.
Hey, I want to
in your job.
I want to get into.
See, blah, blah, blah. Let's talk real. It doesn't have to be perfect. No, because it ain't perfect. That's why we don't want it to be perfect. It's just simple as that. It ain't perfect, so why are you trying to be perfect? Yuck. Like, who wants perfect? It ain't perfect, so why are you even trying to fake perfect? Because we know it's fake. Come on, man. That's what's real. And what Perk was saying about Lou Williams in the beginning, that's real. Like, cats be having real issues. Cats be working together and have issues, let alone, we both from the fraternity and we still got issues. Let alone, I saw a video of Dwight Howard. I guess he was in New York City or something. He saw Andrew Bynum and was like, yo, what's up, Andrew Bynum? Walked over to Andrew Bynum. Andrew Bynum kept them feet walking, kept them feet moving, and said, what's up, the dog? Kept it going. Like, it's crazy. Like, in that locker room, ain't no perfect piece. We just know how to leave it there. most of the time, 99% of the time, 99.99% of the time, you leave it in there. That's why the locker room's the best place to ever work. That's why teammates are so close. It's not because we had a perfect harmony in existence. It's because whenever we had issues, we worked them out or we left them there. I love that, man. That was sick. That's a good point. And look, I've had cats call me, many of cats call me. Hey, Wiley, what you talking about? Hey, Wiley, what's that about? Hey, Wiley, hey, Wiley. I'm like, man, I'm not going to ever change what I want to say. I'm not. And that's not because I'm taking shots. Just like this, all I do is listen to you and break down film, but I break down film, whether it's the athlete in film session, that show and those shows, or it's the media people that talk. I'm just listening to you and giving you what I think about it. I'm DJing basically. And in DJing, the best thing I heard that really made me understand why I loved it. Rest in peace to DJ AM. For all y'all who don't know who he is, he was an insane DJ, died 20 years ago, I feel like now. But he gravitated, we connected early. And it was a big thing to know DJ AM. And I knew him. And he was like, he saw me DJ one time at some event. He was like, dog, you really DJ? And I was like, man, I love it. And he was like, wow, no, you really? He's like, let's stay in touch and all this. He traveling the world. I'm like, I'm right here at this local club, just getting it. Point being, I remember he told me, he said, you know, the best thing about it, him and my mentor, DJ Hopper, told me this. They said, the best thing about DJing is you can work with every single artist ever, right? We've all heard those mashups of Michael Jackson beat, and then you hear like some lyrics from Rick James, and you're like, what? That's sick, right? Very freaky girl on Billie Jean beat. You're like, what? So that's a DJ. I could be everywhere. I could be in the studio. I could be Quincy Jones. I'm in the studio with Michael Jackson and Rick James. Oh, they never were together? Now they are. Listen to this. Oh. That's what this show is built on. The architecture of this show is simply that. I ain't going on all these people's shows. I ain't going to be in Bristol, then in New York, then going down to Oklahoma. I ain't doing all that. But guess what? I can DJ it. Put that clip on. I'm right there with you. Max, what's up? Rich, what's up? Kendrick, what's up? It's always by design. Whether it's a good one or bad one, it's always by design. Doesn't mean like it works, but it's by design. That's how the game goes.